Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tax Sense with Reid. In the last part we had seen about the income tax compliances. In today's video we will see about the GST compliances. Number 1. Start a fresh invoice series today. The simple change and the most business forgot. From 1st April, you must begin a new invoice numbering series. You cannot continue your last year's series. Update your accounting software, update your invoice template. If you raise your 1st April invoice with a continuing financial 2025 series, it's a non-complaint. Do this before anything else. Point number 2, the ITC hard block is real. It is the most operational impact GST change this year. Previously, if your GSTR 2B claimed more ITC than GSTR 2B showed, the portal flagged it, it sent a notice. You had a time to respond. This is gone. The portal now blocks the GSTR 3B filing if there is any mismatch in a real time before you submit. What does this practically mean? If your supplier hasn't filed GSTR 1, the invoice won't appear in your GSTR 2B. And if they don't appear there, you cannot claim such credit, no matter how genuine GST purchase. The 3 points to consider for GST is: reconcile your GSTR 2B every month, not at the end of the quarter. Before onboarding any new vendor, check their GST filing history on the portal. Point number 3. If a vendor is habitual non-filer, switch. Their non-compliances directly block your credit. Now the third most important point is about e-invoicing, that there is a 30-day hard deadline. If your annual aggregate turnover is about 10 crores, you are under the invoicing mandate. New rule, you have a 30-day strict window from the invoice date to upload it to the IPR and get IRN. Miss that window, the portal rejects the invoice. No IRN means your customer cannot claim ITC on it. A procedure lapse on your end becomes your customer's financial problem. Set up a weekly IPR upload schedule. Do not let invoice pile up for 3 weeks. Point number 4, LUT, which is mandatory for the exporters. If you export goods and services without payment of GST, you need a letter of undertaking for each financial year. This is a fresh file for financial year 26-27. If you haven't got it yet, log into a GST portal today. It's a 10 minutes process. Without it, your first export invoice of the year will require to pay IGST upfront and apply for a refund, which blocks working capital unnecessary. So, follow these GST compliances stated above, and for next TDS updates, please follow my next video. Thank you.